Scorpio. Scorpio. Both Scorpio men and women. And I also want to say that this not only applies to Scorpio Sun, but also Scorpio Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, Uranus, Pluto. Basically, if you have prominent Scorpio in your chart, this is for you. Because I think this will resonate with you. By the way, excuse my wet hair. I just took a shower. Scorpio. Stop being so afraid to tell and show people that you like them and that you love them. Stop being afraid to go up to that person, that guy or that girl that you have a crush on, that you've been secretly staring at and eyeing down and observing for the past few weeks, months, years, what so have you. But for some reason, you're just afraid to go up to them and tell them, hey, I like you. You're afraid to introduce yourself, maybe. Maybe you've never had a conversation with this person. Maybe you've had many conversations with this person, but you still have not fessed up to this person that you like them. And maybe you even want to be in a relationship with them. Maybe you're in a relationship, Scorpio, and it's still hard for you to be honest about your feelings with your partner. You could love your partner to the moon and back, but for some reason, Scorpio, it's so hard for you to sometimes be vulnerable and tell people how you really feel about them. Especially the people you love and that you like. Because you don't want to be too vulnerable. Scorpios don't like to be too vulnerable. They don't like people having too much power over them. They don't like you, knowing that. You don't like people knowing that you love them and you care for them and that they secretly have the power to break your fragile heart. Telling someone that you like them and that you love them is like handing over the key to your heart. It's like showing your hand. It's like wearing your heart on your sleeve for a Scorpio. It's like a Scorpio would much rather dance around the issue, to dance around the truth, so to speak. But there are so many benefits, Scorpio, to just being upfront and telling people, you love and that you like how you feel. Now, will you always, hit the mark, maybe with people, with telling your truth to people? No. You're not always going to, hit it off well with that guy or that girl that you spot out the corner of your eye that you've been eyeing. Some things aren't meant to be, but you'll never know what is meant to be for you, Scorpio, unless you don't try and put yourself out there and let people know how you feel, right? By the way, if you're a first-time watcher, I'm Lamarr Townsend. I'm a natural intuitive, clairvoyant, clairaudient, empathic, psychic tarot reader. And I would love to do a personal psychic tarot reading for you. Please visit my website, lamartownsendtarot.com, for your own personal psychic tarot reading or your own birth chart reading. The information for my psychic tarot reading and my birth chart reading will be linked below, as well as the link to my Instagram at Lamarr Townsend and the link to my Facebook, facebook.com/Lamarr Townsend Official, where I hope you go follow me and like me, alright? Also, please like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel, alright? Scorpio. First of all, Scorpio, what you need to understand is that, by the way, all of the information for my birth chart readings and my personal readings will be on my website. You can also purchase your reading directly from my website, lamartownsendtarot.com, okay? Scorpio, what you need to understand is that you naturally exude, and once again, I'm talking male or female, you naturally exude a sense of confidence and sexiness and self-assuredness, you know, that when you kind of waver in that, it's confusing for people. Not saying that you have to be confident and self-assured and, you know, feeling yourself all the time, because, you know, no one feels himself and feels confident all the time. Everyone has bad days, but sometimes there are moments in life, Scorpio, where we just have to muster up that confidence in ourselves and that courage. We have to find it in ourselves and just go for it. Sometimes we just have to face that fear, you know? It's best to let people know how you feel about them, Venus and Scorpio. Don't be afraid to tell people that you like them or that you love them, because that's your truth. Those are your feelings. And for a sign that works so hard to find the truth in other people and other situations, you should give yourself or grant yourself the what's the word I'm trying to think of? You should grant yourself the privilege, I guess, of living in your truth, you know, and being open and honest about your truth, you know, and not hiding in your truth. You don't want other people to hide your truth in their truth, you know, especially when they're dealing with you, right? So don't hide in your truth, you know. One thing about being, you know, living in your truth and being confident and not being afraid, being bold and brave and not being afraid to go after what you want, Scorpio, is that even when you don't get what you want, you know, you still gain something. You know, you still gain a sense of, wow, I did that. You know, like, I was so scared, you know, but I did it. I overcame my fear. One big thing for you, Scorpio, one big life lesson, I guess, is overcoming your fears. Scorpios are afraid of fear, you know? But the only way to get over fear is to face it head on, is to jump over it, you know, is to move through it, you know, push through it, fight through it. You're a strong sign, Scorpio. You're a sign that, you know, you don't go after something unless you know you want it and you're sure of a potential of things going in your favor. You're a smart sign, you're an intuitive sign, you know what you want, and you're able to cut through the BS, you're able to see things, see people for what they are, and you're not a sign, you know, that will go after something where you feel like you may have the opportunity to get your heart broken, you know? But if there's someone that lights your heart up with joy and lights a fire under your ass and wants you to better yourself and evolve and go after it or go after your goals full throttle, full force, if there's someone out there, if there's something out there that just makes you crazy and you don't know whether or not this person or this thing is going to want you back, but you just have a deep desire in yourself to go after it anyway. Scorpios can sometimes be risk averse. You know, sometimes Scorpios can be people who, if they're not able to see the next, you know, stepping stone, if they're not able to logistically, intuitively, psychically see or understand or figure out what the next step is, how things are going to go. You know, sometimes Scorpio can be like, nah, you know, I'm good. Actually, you know, I'm going to stay where I am. No, Scorpio, sometimes you just need to go for it. Don't be afraid to go for it. Don't be afraid to tell that person how you feel. Don't be afraid to go for it. Don't be afraid to go for that position, that job. Hey, I really like this company. Hey, I really like this job. I want to work here. I want to work for you. You may get shot down, you may not. Hey, I really like you. I want to take you out on a date. I want to get to know you more. What's the harm? You've made a connection. You planted a seed. Things may not have worked in your favor that time, but, you know, who's to say next time, you know? Unless you got shot down, you know, like, absolutely no, don't ever talk to me again, which, you know, 9 times out of 10, that's not going to happen unless you are just, like, rude, arrogant, and obscene, abrasive, you know, which is clearly not the way to be, Scorpio. I think you know that, you know. But Scorpio, go for it. At the very least, you'll gain a sense of, I got this. I can do this. I conquered my fear. I conquered a fear. There's nothing I can't do. And if you just keep going for it, you keep taking those shots. Because if you don't take any shots, you're not going to score any baskets. You know what I'm saying? So if you keep taking shots, Scorpio, you're going to make a basket. You're going to make 2, 3, you know, and your shots are going to eventually get better and better and better. And your technique, you know. I used to play basketball when I was a kid, so you know how they have like middle school, high school leagues and stuff like that? Elementary school leagues, yeah, I did that. I actually did track in high school. This is turning into a different conversation, okay? Thank you guys for listening and watching, Scorpio. I really appreciate it. Don't be afraid to tell people how you feel. Don't be afraid to go for your dreams. Don't be afraid to shoot for the stars, Scorpio, okay? You're going to find a way to make it happen. Because that's what you do. Please check out my website, LamarrTownsendTarot.com, for your own personal, private, confidential psychic tarot video reading. I do video readings as well as birth chart readings. So you send me a list of questions. You send me, you know, your birth chart, birth month, whatever, you know, is necessary. And, you know, within 2 to 3 days, I send you a video back. So I would love to do a birth chart reading for you guys, okay? Please follow me on Instagram at Lamarr Townsend. Like me on Facebook, facebook.com/Lamarr Townsend official. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Scorpio, don't be afraid to go after what you want. As long as the way you go about it and what you want isn't going to harm you or harm anyone else. Alright? Thank you guys. Until the next video, Scorpio, you know I love you guys. I'm a Capricorn. Capricorn Sun, Libra Moon, Virgo Rising. But my Pluto and Venus are in Scorpio. So what does that tell you? A lot. Alright, thank you guys for listening and watching. Check out the rest of my videos, okay? See ya.